Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Brew Gaming Network is proud to present the sexually old Rivethead, Cosmic Chris, and yours truly, Armor Time, in the greatest podcast to ever grace your ear holes, the Brewcast.
Episode 20 for the week of December 4th, 2015. We made it 20 weeks. Actually, technically 21. We're old enough to drink.
Oh my goodness.
Yay for water! And it's dying.
Fluid went down the wrong hole. Gotta get my regular vape out.
And I have a new thumbnail.
Yeah, Armor's just do it, man. I love it.
Do
Love
it.
it. And we have down there, let's show off for our shirts. You need to buy them.
Hey!
Because that's what I do when we only have 3 people. Because
That's right.
Do.
Black Ops is supposed to be here, but then he disappeared. Thanks, guy.
Dang, kid has to go and get married.
Yeah, and Kit's away. We're supposed to make fun of him this week because he's having his bachelor party.
Stupid fox.
He does have, he's got a picture of him looking really fancy on Twitter right now in a suit
How
coat.
come that's not there in that picture instead of the shirts? I mean, it'd have more
man.
tracks.
Here we go. I'll add it if I can
We
Yeah.
could do that. We could do that.
add image.
So Rivethead, while he's doing that, how's your new season of Minecraft going? Or not
Minecraft?
Cube World.
Cube World. Man, I'm having so much freaking fun with that.
I love the voice. It's really good.
Yeah, Shay, yeah. Yeah.
For those who don't know, he's playing a character called Time-O Time, the jerk skeleton based off of my character of Skeleton Time.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw yesterday, but apparently he likes bunnies, so...
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
a
one thing that he's
disgrace.
not going to mess with. He's like, yeah, the bunnies are nice and fluffy. They're okay in my books, guys. So, yeah, it's kind of fun.
What a disgrace.
But it's kind of fun. I've had a lot more interaction with people. They've actually had a lot more to say this time around about what they
Awesome.
want to see.
Nice.
So a couple of really, really cool suggestions that has kind of made my old brain cells go flutter. So,
What was that? Anything good? Anything you want to share?
yeah, I got no problem with it. I mean, it's on the videos.
Comments. I just haven't checked out your comment section. I think I'm always first,
Yeah.
but I don't waste my time writing first.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Let me I'm going to pull up the comment so I could actually say who it was. But basically what it is that there is equipment above Legendary.
Oh,
And
yeah?
it's called Majestic, I think it is. And it's red.
crazy.
Yeah. Let me just double check.
Like red
It's-
named? Interesting.
Yeah, like the name, like it's red. And it's Mystic is what it's called.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
first tier.
heard
It's
of that.
by Ayvaz, Ayvaz. And he actually sent me, she, don't want to
Right.
presume anything. They sent me a list for the subreddit of the rogue items that I need to find on certain maps and whatnot. They're not
nice.
items I could actually just find in the game. It's the recipes to build them.
Right. Yeah. That makes a lot. I think that's the only way to get Mystic stuff, actually.
Yeah, so I'm going to get a bunch of the Rogue Mystic stuff so that Time-O Time can become the mob boss of Cube World. He's going to rule the entire place. So it's a goofy little thing I'm going to build for his storyline, but I don't know how long it's going to take until, Wally gets us the new update. So I figure a mob boss in Cube World is about as, logical as, I don't know, a troll in Minecraft. So
A hip replacing troll.
yeah, that makes tacos.
Oh, yeah. Taco Tuesday hasn't happened in a while. I'm still
Hey,
waiting.
man, Billerman and I were at Taco Tuesday on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
My
so-
fucking anvil, jerks.
yeah, I definitely broke the anvil. Hey, I made that anvil in the first place, so
Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to really complain.
I only ever use Kit's anvil anyway.
it's hilarious.
I use pies. I
think
usually use pies.
The rule of the server is nobody actually owns anything. We just make stuff and everyone else uses it. Because we don't make anything alone. It's terrible.
Yeah, and what's with the atrocious spelling for all of the appraisals?
Yeah, that was Pi that wrote all of those. So yeah, I had
Was he
nothing-
channeling Kit?
He was. He really was. It was great.
The travesty.
I love the
I
one
think
on
it's
Armor.
funnier
It was
when
like
they're
the
terrible.
Hot tot tub.
Yeah. Hot, 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 hot,
The
hot,
hot tot tub.
I get a fricked
Okay.
up wading pool / water fountain through my whole fucking house.
That was great.
I like Apophis says appraisalted.
Price salted.
Well, I read it that way too when I saw it. So
Yeah,
I don't know if
we
it got
were-
assaulted or praised. So
The whole thing was just like we got on. He's like, "So you want to prank people?" And I just walked up to Will's house and we're like, "Will could use more sugar cane. All right, let's give him some sugar cane. He needs more books." And we just started like putting stuff in his house that would give him books, and we just kind of went from house to house doing that. Like I got to Rivet's house, and it was like, you know what, old people who just got hip replacement just need water slides, and make it so. And the old people got water slides.
now I thought it was hilarious when you actually went to the mini games area and the area where Armor died. You thought was the brand new water slide.
I did. I was excited because that was fun. And
Well, we may have to convert that. You know.
yeah, I still watched me and Armor were having like a little pre-show while we were waiting for Rivet to show up. Apparently, I haven't watched anyone's video ever.
Truth.
So I have to do some catching up to see what that's all about.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
But
Oh,
yeah,
is he dead?
No, man. Nobody thinks he was dead.
Neither's Glenn.
Yeah, I knew that too.
oh man,
It's too soon.
it's always too soon. But yeah, that was exciting.
Okay, so what did you think of your prank I did on you during my Thanksgiving festivities?
Oh, I was so sad. Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, that was so creative. Like no one's ever been pranked by putting chests everywhere before. That's never been
Hey, but at least
seen.
my sign was pointing. Where do you think I got all those fricked up chests from?
I still
Yeah.
think that wasn't all the chests we put in your house.
No, that was only a portion of them. I kept some because I'm going to start, actually hoarding things.
Yeah, I think I took like a whole stack of logs and just turned them into chests, and I think I only got like a stack of. The biggest pain from that prank was cleaning it up because I had like 2 random chests in my yard, and I just kept breaking those, and my stuff would go everywhere. And I only had like 1 space in my inventory, so I'd have to sit there and collect everything in one at a time.
Yes.
It was so terrible, and
I'm sorry that I ran out of bags.
I had to mark all of those chests that are actually mine. So. Yeah, you get that one.
I was just happy that actually I recovered from my Thanksgiving fiasco.
Yeah, that was interesting. Did we talk about that last week?
I think we may have.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it again because God forbid we talk about something 2 weeks in a row on the show.
Never happens. Never happens.
Never would that ever happen. We've never talked
just-
about the same thing twice. Let's talk about Fallout 4.
Fallout, Star Wars. What's going
so
on?
Fallout 4, yeah.
Uh,
I think every week since this thing has started, we've talked about Fallout.
Yeah, and the pre-weeks too.
Yeah, even the pre-week we did, because I think that was right around the time the announcement trailer came out. So, boosh! Watch us for all your Fallout news.
I was just really happy this morning that I derailed Kit on the whole Indiana Jones thing before the whole conversation even started. I'm
Okay,
like, no.
so that's something we have to mention. I made a Twitter poll yesterday, which I want to go ahead and say, the Empire or the Rebels won like 33. It was the final. Okay, so it was the tweet was sell an argument on Twitter. Sell an argument Twitter. Who's the good side in Star Wars? Rebels won at 64%, and the Empire won at 36%. We had like a 2-hour conversation in the chat, probably longer than this, about who was the good side in Star Wars, and it was
Ridiculous.
the most heated argument we've ever had.
Potentially, yeah.
And I stayed out of it for the most part.
Everybody was yelling. Everybody was. I mean, it was the most facts we've ever presented about anything.
It even continued this morning.
Yeah, Kit tried to start it again this morning.
Well, no, he
little-
tried to start the whole Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah, but
I'm like, no, no.
yeah, but I just want to say Kit was wrong.
Yeah, obviously.
Sucks.
Because he's drunk all the time. How could he have any fucking conscious thought? I mean, dear Lord.
Yeah, but that was the single most heated argument. We've had some heated arguments, and that one was like I was getting mad. I was just walking around my house like he's wrong, you jerk. I was
I can see you're walking around without your pants on. He's wrong!
It was like someone walks in. I was like, "What are you yelling about? This guy on the internet's wrong." He doesn't
My
understand.
fig leaf is off askew. I'm really pissed.
Need to
I
get a
forgot
new one.
about
This one's
that.
getting all dried out.
Pantsless Chris.
Oh yeah, the all natural.
Matchy. Matchy, bro.
But yeah, that was.
Well, I don't know about you, Armor. You're kind of covering your junk with your hands right now.
Yeah, look at that.
Or you're actually you're putting a box around. It's like, this is where my junk lives, right here, right now.
Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, suck
Got
it.
2 words for you.
Oh man,
Do it. Apparently,
Just
do
do
it.
it. That video was beautiful.
that's one of the best photoshops I've seen since like some of the nice ones.
God, I spent like
Yeah,
2
when I was
hours
cutting
on
that image out, I realized that his like little rat tail braid fits perfectly on my head, and I was like, "Good job, Chris. 10 out of 10."
God, I spent so much time doing that like 30-second clip.
Okay, I have to admit that I don't know who did it, but the Emperor Palpatine with Kit's face.
That was me. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. There were a lot of good
Amazing.
photoshops that came out of that last night.
It's like,
So, yeah.
let the hate flow through you is what Kit put on it. He actually like just rolled with it.
That
of
was
course.
great.
Well, I guess if he thinks that the Empire are the good guys, he's happy to be associated with them. So
The
it's
sad
like-
part is, I'm not sure if he's just being an idiot or if he actually believes that.
I think he's just being an idiot, because how could anybody literally believe?
Because, I
It's kinda
mean-
silly.
He was putting up good points, but they're all wrong.
Well, they're all just like it's like I don't know.
They're
Forgive me
creating
if,
jobs, but they're destroying.
forgive me for
planets.
kind of making fun of America a little bit, but people actually believe Trump is doing good. So I don't understand.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't
You gotta
understand
think, though,
people's
it's like-
brains sometimes.
I kind of appreciate what Kit was doing because the fact, like, like the way that history is done, it's written by the victors. So we get the one-sided aspect of everything. But like, let's just say that the whole Revolutionary War in the United States versus the British, when we wanted to, become our own little country. If you read all the history from the American side, the guys that were fighting for America were the ones that were doing the right thing. If you look at it from the other side, if the British actually did that, it's the exact same story as Star Wars. So the rebels are really terrorists in comparison.
Yeah.
That's one of the points that I was trying to put yesterday. It's like, it just depends on which side you're looking at it from. If you're in the middle of it, the Emperor is not really a bad guy. He just happens to be the guy in charge. So obviously you're going to side with him. So
I
Kit just
understand
happens
it,
to,
yeah.
yeah.
There are 2 sides to it for sure. But okay. And my argument is this, and it kind of takes all the fun out of it because it's kind of, I think it was supposed to be a fun little argument debate. But
It turned into the most angry,
It's a
heated
movie.
debate. But
And they are the bad guys. That's the end.
Yeah,
of,
that's
that's
kind
the
of-
end of the argument there. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
I mean,
movie,
that's
and they're the bad guys.
what I was thinking is, I mean, along the storyline of the movie, yeah, they're the bad guys. Every movie has to have a bad guy, and that's the Empire just happens to be that. You can look deeper into it and choose your own sides, but just looking at the movie, yeah,
I still think Jar Jar is the worst thing ever made.
yeah.
And also, like, Kit is
But
he's
the
playing
Jar Jar
devil's
thing, yeah.
advocate, and there's a reason they call it devil's advocate. It's
Yeah.
because they're the bad guys.
Yeah, but
Again, if
man.
it's a matter of interpretation. I mean, he is a fallen angel.
or
I
it's
suppose.
just Kit
I mean-
making just Kit trying to get us to hate each other a little bit more.
No, it's just making everyone angry around him so he can kind of
Oh,
sit back,
man,
drink his
yeah, I
cocktail,
think-
and laugh.
Yeah, I was like, I think he just did that while he was at work, and everybody was just yelling and angry.
I could just see him sitting at his desk at work. He's got a boss that's like just giving him the riot act, and he's just laughing
I don't-
because he's completely like derailed the entire conversation in Brewcraft for an entire
I don't
day.
think Kit actually does anything at work. I think he just posts to the chat.
Yeah. I mean, if I started work at 5 a.m., I would just screw the pooch all day, as they say.
Yeah, he's the only guy I know that gets up before I do.
Yeah, that guy's crazy, man.
It's kind of fun watching Armor like post stuff in the morning as I'm getting up because I know he's going to bed.
Yeah, I just stopped playing RimWorld and being like,
Yeah.
oh, shoot, it's 4:30 in the morning.
Kit's always up at like, you always see him at like 7 o'clock. Like, hey, how's everybody doing?
It's like,
Dying.
I just went to sleep, dude.
Oh, by the way, Armor, I want to let you know I've been watching some of Paul Soar's RimWorld.
Yeah.
I like yours better. To be
He
absolutely
plays it on one times. He plays it in like slow motion, basically. It's super hard to it's hard to watch sometimes. But his
It's not
role
as
play
engaging.
is his role play is amazing. He has great moments, I find. But yeah. I mean, the other guys that I watched, like Blitz and Midnight Snack, played on 3 times all the time, and you just fly through days left and right and actually get stuff done. Paul's is going to be a very long kind of let's play, but
I know what he does, but I honestly I'm finding you're like, well, I mean, obviously I was engaged with the first season because it was Brewcrafters and we
Yeah.
we're all part of it. So,
Yeah.
but even now, I mean, I've actually been like, why don't I have this game? Because I could actually just watch an episode and play along with Armor and learn how to do something, and then
thanks,
I'd be
man.
okay. No, I like it.
appreciate it.
I dig it a lot. And the same thing, like Kit's doing his XCOM thing.
Yeah,
That
so
is
good.
that is hands down one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Ever.
I love watching XCOM. I used to watch Milby watch it or play it back in the day, and I did for a while too. But I haven't seen it in a long time. I was super glad when Kit started, and then he started naming characters after everybody.
Man.
And I'm the most badass of them all, of course. Which is
Apparently, I'm the old healer that just runs around, saves people, and gets shot. I'm like, this sucks.
Man,
Really?
you've got a lot of kills too. You've done a lot of good work in the game.
It's
but,
you and I. Like it's like everyone
yeah.
else just kind of sucks the lot the hind tit, and then you and I are like off kicking ass.
Chris
And then,
does okay. Chris, us three were the originators, right?
Boom. Yeah. Suck it, everyone. I need to watch that series.
Chris doesn't watch the videos, does
I
he?
don't. Yeah, I don't watch videos anymore. I don't at all. I need to.
you don't even make videos anymore.
I
What are you
don't.
talking-
No. I just upload.
Yeah, I haven't
still
seen you
frames.
running around the server in a while.
I think I did 2 or 3 this week, so I've done all right.
Yeah, you did your 4-year anniversary today.
Yeah, I did. That's some topic-worthy things. I've been slaving away at this for 4 years now.
How does it feel?
Old, tired.
Welcome to my life, you
Welcome
jerk.
Need to
our
find
life.
something better to do with my life. No, yeah.
Oh,
it's,
good lord! Don't do that again.
It's crazy. And like I said in that video, I'm happy to be here still. So
I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I thought it was funny. Like in the video, you were commenting how YouTube kind of messed up everything in high school. Your grades kind of suffered, but then you actually found a career path that you're interested in because of it. So I mean,
that's the way I see it. I mean, it's like I don't have a problem with it. It's not like I needed grades to get into my college, and I mean, it's led me to. I mean, you said, yeah, it's a weird way to phrase things, but I mean, at the end of the day, the college I ended up going to, I didn't need that great grades. But yeah, I mean, it did help me find something. So boom, dude, don't wait. The key to success: waste your time talking to internet people.
Yeah.
you know what?
It's all about doing what you love. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
having passion. So
If you go to your job every day and you hate it, then you're in the wrong field. But if it's like we do this as a hobby, but honestly, I don't think there's a single one of us that wouldn't want to do this full time if we had the option.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, that's a dream, really.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not an unattainable dream at all. I mean, you have that one video or that one series that takes off, and you hit the nerve the right way, and you go boom.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of finding your own place and doing it.
Yeah, I
And that-
mean,
Catching a lucky break, maybe.
And like you were saying the other day, Chris, is like everyone's doing Fallout, everyone's doing all the new games, and it's just finding whatever you
find
need
what
for
makes you
yourself.
happy and do it. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't get a whole ton of views for it, but I mean, I enjoy doing what I do, and the people who watch it enjoy watching it for some reason. But yeah, it just kind of comes down to find what you like to do. Don't really force yourself to play something, because that's kind of boring. I went through a drought of doing that a few years ago, or it's just I was kind of forcing my way through it, and it was just, hey, welcome, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'd be quiet for 5 minutes, and it's like, that's not entertaining. You want to watch something where the person playing is very entertained. It's all about really finding a groove. So
I think that's like my Cube World is the one thing.
yeah.
If I hadn't have found Cube World, none of this year would have been the way it turned out.
Yeah,
it's
truth.
great.
And then
Truth.
that
When I was like,
random
I can get
message-
more than 10 views a video. Wow. People just were, people were hungry for Cube World, and I just was happy to play it every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally. It's not for everybody.
I love the fact that like there's very few people that are actually still doing it. I mean, that's the other thing too. Like Minecraft, I enjoy doing Minecraft, but it's not the mainstay of my channel. I thought it was going to be at first, to be honest. I thought Minecraft was where my channel was going to be focused on, and then I was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes in, I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, I feel kind of like Minecraft nowadays. If you weren't doing it from the beginning, it's kind of hard to get started now, because it's a very saturated market, and it's, as much as I love Minecraft and it's the mainstay of what I do, it's at the same time it's dying out, and I can personally admit to the fact that it's dying out. And really, if you want to start a channel right now, the best idea is to find something other than Minecraft, Cube World, Rim World, whatever you want to do. Find a game with the word world in it.
Yeah, exactly.
And start doing it there. Minecraft's a fun thing to do on the side, but it's probably good, and I really need to get on this. I'm terrible about this, but get on other games.
Yeah.
And since Minecraft, there really hasn't been another game that's been huge, like a mainstay for a channel, because most people jump around to different games.
I think that's the thing now. It's just like everyone's just gamers. They're not just focused on a specific thing.
Yeah, because I remember a few years ago when this whole Let's Play craze started, everybody was doing Minecraft, and Minecraft was the thing to do, and nowadays it's just, everybody's doing Let's Plays. Let's Play is a general term, whereas before it was just, if you do Let's Plays, you do Minecraft. Go back 3 years and you say, oh, I do Let's Plays. And it's like, oh, yeah, you play Minecraft? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You do that today, and it's like, I do Let's Plays. Of what? Name any game that's come out in the past 6
Five
months.
Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, that was a big one.
Everybody does that.
That's how Crystal got a lot of her views.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yeah, find a game, play it. Don't hate what
Love
you
it.
do. There's my advice for dragging your channel out for 4 years.
What's wrong with that? You're still doing it.
No, I love it. I joke a lot about it being a terrible thing, and I always joke in the chat like, oh, I'm so overworked. But at the same time, I love what I do, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
Nope, me either.
And it's a lot of fun, and I've met some weird people, and I do this weekly crazy podcast with them.
Yeah. Well, we're not normal,
No, God, no. We wouldn't work otherwise.
and it's kind of pleasant to be doing this sober again.
This is the first week in like a month.
Kit has been just killing my freaking liver.
I love drunk gaming.
That is.
It's one of my favorite
It is not my
things.
most. It's not my
Oh,
most
that's great.
popular series, but it's one of the ones that makes me have fun.
It's probably one of my favorite things that's coming out of this group so far.
Drunk gaming with Kit.
It's great. It's hilarious.
It's awful.
It's
it's so
terrible.
awful.
It's horrible for you guys. It's great for everyone
Oh.
watching.
You know what though? It's like we have all these dreams and aspirations. We've got these games. We're like, oh, we're gonna play this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and then we get into it, and we realize we can't get any of the fucking games to work. None of them. There's no multiplayer. It's like it's all LAN based. It's all like, oh, good lord. And then both of us are kind of a nip when it comes to the technology, apparently. And it's just like if we don't get it working through Steam, it's not going to happen. So that's why we ended up with Creativerse the first week.
man.
It was an hour of like this game, this game, this game, this game. We're like, nope, nope. You'd think we'd actually get it on in advance, like a couple of days in advance, and get a game ready.
We don't do things preparedly here.
No,
I can't remember.
you know what though?
A single
I think
time.
that frustration leads to our alcoholism, because it's like after an hour of just getting frustrated, we just want to slam back a couple of drinks, and it's like I'm gonna die now.
Oh, it's great watching those series. It's hilarious.
Last week's was a lot of fun. That Spellsworn.
I haven't watched that one yet, but from what Kit was saying last week, it was a fun game and it looked pretty cool. So
Yeah, I've got a lot of good feedback on it. So
yeah,
and go watch Kit's version. Leave mine alone. He needs more views.
yeah. Everybody go watch Kit. Kit's a beautiful person.
I'd like to see him get past 114 subs.
Yeah, Kit is actually a really cool person. We joke a lot about him, but
He's one of my favorite people that I've met in the last year.
Rivet, he's got 116 subs now, so he's past.
He did.
114. He did it. Let's have a party.
Woo!
Yay! Drink water. But yeah, Kit is a really cool person.
Kit created
and,
2 accounts and sub to himself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put that past him.
Yeah.
I would. I don't think he'd do that.
No,
Man,
he
I didn't
wouldn't
realize
do
he's got an old channel. He's 2006.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah. It's all praise, Lord Kit.
So what
Hey-oh,
happened to
hey-oh.
Stan? Why isn't he here this week?
He's doing a choir concert tonight.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, he was part of the podcast for a while, and he just kind of disappeared. I like that.
I think he thinks we don't love him anymore.
We don't listen to him at all in the chat.
It's just because he's a floating head. He needs to give himself.
Yeah,
camp.
we need to get more of those. Yeah, Pi was supposed to be here. We said like a long time ago that Pi was gonna be on like a long time ago, and then he's like, "I have things to do." And he just disappears back
Poor
in the
Pi.
days. Yeah, we need to get him on for more stuff.
You know, I saw a tweet just before I came in that some of the old Sony PlayStation games that are being updated. One of them was Dark Cloud. I'm like, that's a real freaking game. I didn't know. I thought it was just Dark Cloud Pi.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I think it might have been. I don't know. Yeah, he's weird because his name is Dark Cloud Pi and his channel's name is Dark Cloud Sky.
Yeah,
So
so
confusing.
confusing.
Sky?
Yeah, if you look at his YouTube channel, it's Dark Cloud Sky.
I had no idea. Though it was always Pi.
Dark Cloud Sky 7. That's Pi's YouTube channel. Let's see what he made. I'm just gonna go through and see what everybody's channel is so I can judge them silently.
Overtime.
Yeah, everybody go there. He was July 16, 2011. I've got him beat by a few months. But yeah.
Yeah, I checked mine today. It was December. Well, the earliest video I have up there right now, I joined in like 2007, so there's the thing. But I didn't start posting videos until 2012, around December.
Yeah,
And I've deleted the first couple because I put copyrighted music in there because I'm
Oh.
dumb, I guess.
That used to be a thing you used to be able to do. I remember a
And then
long
I
time ago
later
they
took
didn't
them
care
down.
about that.
Yeah. So I later took them down, but and then the first couple of videos that I did of Skyrim, I put them together. I basically took episode 1 and 2 and was like, this did not need to be 2 episodes, and jammed them together into a 7
Yeah, I
minute
think
episode.
that's the way a lot of my older content is just like it'll be cut right down the middle. Plus, I mean, that was back before you could upload above 15 minutes unless you had special channel permissions. So it was like you'd be in the middle. It's like, okay, so that, and then it would cut and then it would start the next
Yeah.
video. It's like, I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah.
Well, it was more like, I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah.
And
I would
kids
just
sitting there
constantly edit
watching it like,
down to under.
You know what? It's weird. Like when I met Pi, I was going, "Oh man, I can't wait till I have like 200 subs." Because when I met you guys, like I had,
You were pretty low back then.
yeah. I mean, I remember when I met Armor, I had 30, maybe
Yeah.
30 subs.
Yeah, not a lot.
And I think when I subbed to you, Armor, you had 180.
Yep. We have grown quite a bit in these days. Face Records has been good to us.
Yeah, we need to get back on that again.
Yeah.
And apparently, we need to get back on that other silly little game.
What,
I keep on
Trove?
getting No, not Trove. The other one that we just did. That one.
Oh, yeah, that one guy keeps on telling us to do it.
I get more now. There's more people that are commenting on that video.
It's just that same guy with a different account.
Maybe I don't know. What was it?
Kits, alt accounts.
I can't. Well, we talked about him the other day, and I had his name memorized, but now I don't.
Bender is great.
Bender is great. That's right. Thank you.
Man, I'm just looking
But
at my list.
yeah, it's a decent game. It's kind of like that Duck game if you've ever seen it. But
I've not played that one.
It's kind of the same thing, like a kind of a platformer, 2D platformer with a bunch of different weapons.
Cool. I liked the game. I thought it was really fun. I mean, for a free game, I mean, I have no issues with it. But
Yeah, can't complain. It would be a good drunk gaming, maybe.
oh, we gotta get you involved in this one week.
I'm cool with it. I won't get drunk because I don't get drunk. You know?
Getting drunk in Canada is expensive. I remember that.
I never played drinking games. Oh, especially out here, man. I bought a 6-pack today, and it cost like $4 more than it would cost me in Toronto. Ridiculous.
What's it, around $12?
13, $14 for a 6-pack. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I bought a bottle of wine today for $4.
God, I love
That's
America.
awesome.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
mulled
awesome.
wine too. It was a German mulled wine. I'm like, oh yes. Daddy says yes. And then I bought some KFC for $5. I'm like, $10 down.
There
done.
you go.
My day's done.
Fried chicken. Oh man.
I had a freaking
apparently hate my colon.
delicious shawarma today, and it still hurts,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's so good.
Steve
Now,
talked
the
about
thing on the
food.
East Coast, though, is the Donairs there have that sweet sauce that you don't
I read an
normally get.
article today. I had Daenerys yesterday. Actually, no, the day before. Yeah, I read an article today that was like Halifax is debating making it their like official snack or official food. There's like this debate about it, but the ultimate debate is like, why are we spending money researching this? Like, this is not
Oh,
something we need to be
man.
putting our focus on. People, come on.
Gotta love Canada.
Hilarious.
But, you know,
Okay.
Canada's a fun place.
Yeah, it's one of those places I kind of want to go someday. Like, especially since I've talked to so many Canadians regularly.
And you're almost fluent in Canadian
I
now.
am. Somebody pointed that out in the chat a while ago. It's like, wow, you're becoming more Canadian. Is that a boot? Yay.
Well, if you start apologizing for random crap that you don't do, then you're definitely going to be Canadian.
I'm sorry. Oh man, yeah, I'm on my way. They're slowly taking me. One day I'm just gonna come on a moose dressed as a Mountie. That's how it works, right? Is that how every Canadian is born?
Pretty much.
Mountie
You know,
rides up.
I had a guy friend of mine ask me the other day, he goes, if Trump gets elected, can we just move to Canada and you can marry me? Because he goes, gay marriage is legal in Canada, right? I'm like, well, yeah, it's been legal there longer than most places. He's like, I love you, man. I'm like, apparently. So, yeah.
That's happening.
Oh, that's great.
That's a thing.
Yes, you're going to see a spike of immigration.
Man. Well,
And if that South Park episode ever becomes real where they actually build the wall and say, no, we got some neat stuff back here, eh?
Prepare
Oh.
the poutine.
Poutine alone is a reason to go to Canada.
It's one of the Canadian
Delicious.
things I haven't tried. Everyone says I should. So one day.
So good.
The funny thing about poutine is when, like, if you have it, you're like, how come we don't have this in the States? I'm like, God, this is like the most amazing food.
I feel that way about Canadian bacon because everyone in the States just thinks it's just ham. And then I think it was a Poffy told me what it really is, and I tried it. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Like back bacon? Is that what?
Yeah. Something like this. I don't remember what it was. Like, had some kind of breading on it or something like that.
It's pea meal. It's cornmeal.
Yeah.
Pea meal bacon. Yeah.
Yeah, pea meal. Yeah. Kensington, no, not Kensington, the St. Lawrence Market in Toronto.
Yeah.
There's a couple of restaurants there that make pea meal sandwiches, and I used to go with my father, not when I was a kid, but as an adult, and we'd go down and get those in the morning, and oh my God, just like
When I was a kid in the 1800s, I used to visit.
Back when there were dinosaurs.
when I was a kid, our donuts didn't have holes in them. Let's put it that way.
Oh man.
I find the best donuts don't have holes in them.
Yeah, they're usually full of all this yummy stuff that's
yeah.
really bad for you.
Apple
great.
fritter and maple donuts. Oh, I guess maybe you don't have those.
You know, the only donut I like that has a hole in it is a cruller.
Yeah, those are good. So good. The fattiest donut of them all.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. I love donuts.
It's the avocado of the donut world. It's like, it's so good, but so bad.
Avocado's bad for you? I thought they were a good kind of fat.
I don't know. I think
I don't know. It's
weird 'cause it's green.
Every 5 minutes it changes. Who cares?
That's the way health trends are in like food, though.
Bacon causes cancer.
Like,
Great, give me more.
I might keep eating bacon. I love bacon. That's less bacon that other people are going to be eating, so it's more for me.
You know what really bugged me about that whole article was it's like this whole thing was like bacon, 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 but it was actually all processed meat. So it's like everything.
It's like they just put
bologna is
bacon
bad
on
for
it
you.
for. I mean, really, it is
For the
bad
hype.
for you, but yeah, it's just like a tactic to get more people to read it.
Yeah, because everyone
And-
loves bacon.
Yeah, I mean, if they're like steak causes cancer, and people are gonna be like,
No,
oh,
like if
yeah,
they said,
if
like-
someone's like bacon causes
If they
cancer.
said like salami, people would be like, okay, cool, I won't eat salami. But if they said bacon, they really hit home.
Whoa, hold on there, buddy. Yeah, that was weird. I think that blew over very quickly because I had like 3 bacon cheeseburgers in the last week. So
Well, like if you actually read the article, it's like, yeah, in moderation, you should be okay. Just like don't overdo it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, well, I don't eat like a
don't
pound of
eat
salami
4
every day.
pounds
So
of bacon in
not
1
too
hour, and you should
well,
get cancer.
sometimes. Sometimes.
I would eat bacon on everything.
I would too.
So would I, man.
Bacon is great.
I would actually put that on Rice Krispies with some maple syrup and just be good. I wouldn't even need milk.
Rice Krispies.
Crumble-
Wait, what? Say that again.
Rice Krispies, crumbled bacon, and maple syrup. I'd be down. I'd be like, yeah, give me more.
That is insane, dude.
Sounds like death, but yeah.
I think I
You'd
hear
try it,
Poppy
though.
trying to come
Yeah,
up.
I would. Is the sad part. I would, but it sounds like death. Not death.
Apophis trying to come up into my base right now.
Oh man, he on the server.
Hold it. He's got time to play Minecraft, but he can't jump.
Yeah, he was like 30
Why you
minutes
know
ago. He's like, I can't.
podcasts?
Oh, oops, sorry. I accidentally pulled up. I have to remember the timestamp for that. I accidentally pulled up the announcements chat. Look at it. Just screwed everything. 33 minutes. But yeah, he made me mad. Come on, guy. Get with it.
You know what? Let's just go torch his base when we're done.
Oh man.
He's online right now. I'm holding
This
I'm
guy.
holding a bow to his face. Why you know podcast? Can't record right now. Okay, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just making sure he's not coming in to kill me.
I guess we can move on to some topics. 'Cause I do actually have some topics that we want to talk about this week because Game Awards was last night, the weirdest name for a gaming award show. But something that's kind of pertinent to a game we haven't played in a while, Rivet. You can win $1 million by playing Elder Scrolls Online.
What?
Bethesda's having a giveaway. If you play Elder Scrolls Online between now and I don't remember the other date, sometime either later this month, you're entered to win $1 million prize pool if you sign an entry form on the ESO website. You have to be, let's see here. There's a couple states, I think. Let's see, New York, Florida, and Rhode Island. So you're not eligible. Second, and Canada. Sorry, so that's a double
okay.
hit.
I don't have that game.
Fuck you, Bethesda.
Finland, France, Germany, Mexico, Norway, Switzerland, Russia, or the UK, and you have to be 18 to enter. So if you don't live in any of those places, then you can potentially win $1 million for playing the Elder Scrolls Online.
Wow. Why those places? It seems
I
random.
think they were talking about it last night. I think it's just got something to do with the states or in countries. Then I don't know, laws. I guess.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Can't do anything in Florida unless it involves drugs. So hell with it.
Yeah, I feel like Florida is kind of a weird state for that because you can do anything in Florida, from what I hear.
You notice that every article is like a Florida man.
Yeah, they have a subreddit dedicated to that.
I'm like,
/Florida
what?
man.
Who's this Florida man, and why
love
is he
it.
such a bastard?
Love it.
Florida man, Florida
That's my
man.
favorite. But yeah, that's a thing. So if you're one of the like 5 people that still play ESO, you can win $1 million. Not many people play that game. I need to get back into it.
I enjoyed it, but it's
Yeah.
just not Fallout.
Yeah, and yeah, I really liked ESO. I was surprised at how much I liked it, but it was one of those things I kind of fell off of it because very few MMOs have really held me.
You know, it was more fun when you and I were playing.
Yeah, we need to do some stuff on that, man.
I agree. I'm down.
It's a great game. I left it on my taskbar for some reason. I open it accidentally every now and again. I have to wait 30 minutes for it to update.
Yeah, that's the reason I haven't clicked on it for a while, because it's like a 7 gig download. I'm like, oh.
Well, they added a new DLC a while ago where you can go to like the orc places. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll play that maybe. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game, and the combat system is one of my favorite combat systems in any game. But it was just like I got 14 hours and kind of didn't do much after co-op stuff. So
I got to segue a little bit here about new games. Just Cause 3 popped off the other day.
oh yeah, how's that?
Jealous.
I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. It's not Fallout 4?
I know that there's a lot of bad things about it because like there's like the system requirements and there were problems with ATI drivers and all kinds of crap for it.
So it's a regular game.
It's a game, but I have had 0 problems running it. It runs fine. I get the frames I need. It looks beautiful.
See, I think this has been kind of a new trend. I'm sorry to kind of take this away from you for a second, but this has been a trend I've noticed recently in gaming is if one person has an issue with the game, it's the biggest, most game-breaking issue in the world, and everybody has it. It's like Fallout 4. I had very minimal issues with it. And yet everybody I see, like even everybody I talk to, every single person I know, almost every person I know who owns this game, didn't have a single problem with it. There's like one Reddit post that's got like 5,000 upvotes. It's like, there was this one glitch, and this game's terrible, 0 out of 10. And everyone's like, it's a horrible game. No one should ever buy it. Screw Bethesda. It's like,
You know what though? It's the internet
Haters.
thing of hating. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. It's like if you can't hate it, then it's gotta be bad. I mean,
Yeah.
just
And the thing is, like, those people have the time to sit there on the Reddit and complain. The other people playing
oh
Fallout.
yeah, they're playing the
Yeah.
game. I mean,
I installed it, and when I went to go run it, it said we're going to test your settings and see what we're going to give you. I'm like, okay, great. I'll have like lower medium. It said ultra. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I literally crap gold nuggets. I'm like, yahoo!
And I mean,
I
it
have
runs
low.
pretty well. I mean, well, Fallout 4 runs pretty well on my system. I mean, I get 30 frames per second, which I'd prefer if it was 60, but it's not a big issue for me. I know there's a lot of people out there who are 60 frames or bust, but I mean,
Don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
have low settings. I have some anti-aliasing problems. It gets a little laggy sometimes when I'm in the bigger cities.
yeah.
You know what? Don't care. Still playing.
The most
Still
lag
enjoying.
I have with it is it drops into the low 20s when I go through like the downtown ruins of Boston.
Yep.
And that's about it. I think it showed a little bit in my 4-year thing when I was walking through. I think I was defending a settlement in the middle of the city, and it got a little laggy when I walked away from it. But other than that, I mean, it's like it's not a huge issue.
I didn't blame the game. I blamed your recording software. So
Yeah,
we're good.
sure. Everything's wrong with everything that's not me. But yeah, Just Cause 3. I've never been huge into Just Cause, but I noticed at least on Steam reviews that it was very mixed reviews on it, and I've heard a lot of
The
people.
mix was right from the start, and the thing that really irks me about this whole thing is that there was a bit of a glitch. The people were playing it early, and they were able to access it before it was actually released.
Oh yeah,
And there was also like a first day patch that they were doing to address a lot of the issues that these assholes were going to running into. I'm like, okay, so fine. The game didn't run properly because you were using it too soon. And then once it's patched and it's working properly, you guys don't take down your reviews. You're just going to keep it up there because, you know what, let's just hate things. For me, I play the game. There are points where it slows down and it gets a little laggy. But I've got a freaking wingsuit that I can float right across the ground. I've got the grappling hook. I had so much fun yesterday. I was playing the game, doing like my little Let's Play thing, and I'm like, you know what? It's funny. Like, there's a lot of really cute things that are happening in the game, but I got distracted, and I ran into this area that was just like it was an oil refinery. I shouldn't have been in there, and I started blowing stuff up. Everyone started shooting at me. I didn't know the controls really well because I just hooked up my PlayStation 4 controller to it, so I was being an idiot. And then I just had fun. Like I didn't
Yeah.
die. All this crap happened. So then I'm like, I better record this. So I started recording it, and I did a whole episode of me just being an idiot, and I had a
That's awesome.
blast.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, if it comes down to it, if you have fun in a game, it should probably be considered a good game, because it's one of the problems I've noticed with a lot of these reviews is people are like, man, I really enjoyed this game and I had a lot of fun and I've logged 100 hours in it, but the graphics aren't quite that great, so 0 out of 10. It's like, what is wrong with you? You enjoyed the game, and just because the graphics are bad or it had a little performance issues, why does that mean it's a bad game? And I mean, some people do put forward the point of like, well, if you say it's a good game, then the industry is going to go into the slump and think that, oh, making terrible games is okay if it's fun. It's like, I kind of agree with that, but I kind
One
of
of the
don't.
more popular games of the year, Undertale. Look at the graphics on that thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Also, Minecraft has been around for almost a decade, or
Yeah.
at least a
I
decade.
think it's 5 years.
Not
6
the greatest
years.
graphics.
Yeah, and people...
No.
Yeah, Minecraft, game of the year for graphics.
And
But-
it's got a system resource hog. I mean,
Yeah, Minecraft.
there's
is
more holes in that
evil.
game than anything else.
Yeah.
But people still play it religiously.
Yeah, but people are weird about the way they review things, and I think a lot of people are...
For Just Cause,
Uh,
I go back to the fact that Nerd Cubed, and he's been quoted like literally on this game for its promotions, best game of the year, and like that was even before it came out. But this guy has loved Just Cause for a long time. He's loved Just Cause 2 for a long time. He started his own server for Just Cause 2 multiplayer when it came out. But he's a guy who doesn't pull his punches, and he knows video games. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
if that guy says best game of the year, then all these other people can just, as Rivethead would say, suck a bag of dicks.
Yeah. Or eat them if you're really hungry.
Oh.
Okay, so now just random things that happened in the game that I actually really enjoyed. There was an ambulance on the side of the road. There was an accident that I had nothing to do with, thankfully, and there was a guy laying dead on the ground. The cops were standing there with an old lady. I grappled over and jumped on top of the ambulance, thinking it was a Winnebago because I'm an idiot. And the lady goes, "Oh, I wish I could do that." And they're looking at me and they're like, "Oh, Rico, you're our savior." And then
Awesome.
I'm ignoring them and I go to grapple the guy that's dead on the ground. I'm going to try to hook him up to a tree. And I can't figure out the freaking controls. I'm doing everything wrong, so I get irked. So the old lady keeps talking to me. So I just grapple her, attach her to the tree. I go to do it twice, and then she starts yelling at me. She goes, "Oh, you think grappling old ladies is good?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's freaking hilarious." And then I go to pull the grapples so that it pulls her up to the tree. She breaks free of them and runs away from me. I'm like, "Oh my God, you bitch." So I followed her, and I would grapple onto her, and I'd kick her and knock her down the street. And I eventually ended up killing her by accident because I kept on torturing her. Then I just grappled her and put her into a tree, and I ran away. And
man.
like I had 10 minutes of being an absolute ass in the game, things I would never do in real life. But like there was like dialogue that had nothing to do with the storyline.
Yeah,
That's just
that's
included in the
incredible
game.
that she was responding to your antics
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I,
stuff
like,
that is
accurately too, not
awesome.
just like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like relevant information.
I'm more engaged by the storyline and the dialogue in this game than I am in Fallout.
Hmm.
Because it's more pertinent. It's actually it responds to what I'm doing in the game. People in Fallout will just do their thing, like the robots. They just do the exact same thing all the time, and like you trigger it, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
At least that's what I found. Still love the game, still playing the game, but this, like with Just Cause 3, and it's not getting rave reviews. It's done by Avalanche, the guys that did Mad Max, that I still play, still love,
Yeah, good game.
and you know that's 2 games this year that I played by them that I'm going to be sucking the better part of like 100 hours between the 2 games.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm going to go back to Just Cause 3 over and over again because
feel
there's
like-
just a randomness in it.
I feel like
I
this
still
year...
play 2, man. It's like a 10-year-old game.
I just played 2 with my son before we did the podcast. We were doing the multiplayer, and he was having a blast.
Oh man, tell me next time you're doing that. I'll join you.
We're doing it tomorrow. We're going to record some, so if you want to join us,
Right.
you're more than welcome.
I'm in. Let me know.
You got it, man.
I feel like this year has been the best year for games in a while. So we've had a lot of great game releases.
I have no complaints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
man.
Witcher 3, Fallout 4, Just Cause, Mad Max. Even a lot of indie titles kind of took off this year.
Yep.
It was great watching the Game Awards last night, even though it was a terrible awards ceremony. There was a lot of great games up for nominations.
Did Life is Strange, was that nominated?
I think it might have been. I don't know if it won anything. I know Life is Strange was up for a couple things and different stuff.
That was one of the games that caught me off guard this year.
Yeah, that's one game I definitely want to pick up because I watched your stream. I watched one of your streams of it, and it was great. And I stopped watching because I wanted to save it for playing it myself later on.
Yeah. I actually went back and played it on my own again, and I made different choices, and it actually made the game different. So
Life is
I
Strange.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, everybody
Awards.
seemed to like that a lot. People are doing a lot of Let's Plays of that and streams and stuff.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It won.
picked up their-
I don't know what this. It was nominated at the Game Awards. At least it was nominated for Best Narrative. It was nominated for Best Performance, and it won Game of Change.
Okay.
But so yeah, 1 out of 3 isn't bad.
What is
especially
Game of
for-
Change? I wonder.
I don't know. I just went on the Wikipedia page. And overall, it's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 awards, which is pretty good. And from what I saw of it, it looked like a great game. And I mean, I was really happy for this year in games. And if the E3 trailers from last year, or from this last E3, have any promise, I think next year is gonna be a great year too. So, but I think this year is probably gonna hold the key or the heart of a lot of people.
The torch.
I know Fallout 4 is definitely probably one of my favorite games of all time now. So I still haven't played The Witcher 3. I definitely want to. I know a lot of people are saying it's like the second coming of Christ. So
I love Witcher 3. It's just such a beast on my computer.
yeah, that's what I hear. And it looks like a great game. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Fallout, so I don't know how it would hold up next to it. And I imagine from what everyone's saying, it's a tremendous game. So
It's very chatty.
yeah, I mean I like stuff like that, and
I don't mind
very,
it either.
The Witcher is very story driven, and I love that. I love The Witcher 2 for that. I feel like The Witcher 2 is way too short, but from what I hear, Witcher 3 is really long.
Oh,
I think because I played I think it's 16 hours in Witcher 2, and I was like, that's it. I was expecting way more than this. Speaking of which, I want to go ahead and throw out there. This is one of our topics. Witcher 3 did get win. It won Game of the Year, so that was cool. Good job.
Which one?
Which one?
Witcher 3 won Game of the Year.
Witcher 3
Wow.
one. Interesting.
Wow,
So-
against Fallout.
It was interesting. I think from what I've seen of the game, it does deserve it. It's a very good job. CD Projekt Red has done a fantastic job on the game. I haven't played it, so I can't comment personally. I'm all for Fallout 4. It's my personal game of the year. But when they were announcing it, they went up there. The guy said, "All right, this is the game of the year," and everybody in the audience started going, "Fallout, Fallout, Fallout." It's like I was watching Twitter, and all the hardcore Witcher fanboys were like, "God, please don't make it Fallout." I'm gonna somebody was like, "I'm gonna rush the stage if they say it's Fallout." And I was a little bit disappointed, but I can't say it was unexpected.
You know what I liked about Witcher 3 was the DLCs.
Yeah,
So many games these days will put out a game that's incomplete and sell you the rest of the game through their seasons pass.
EA.
They didn't do that with Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
They posted, I think it was like 9 different DLCs that added a whole bunch of additional features to the game, and they patched the hell out of it. They made it work a lot better. Some of the patches screwed me up, but I didn't really care. I mean, the game was good enough for me to actually go back and replay the parts that I lost. But
Yeah.
I mean, I liked how they did that. Like they put a lot of effort into supporting the fans and the people that were supporting them.
I think that's a big part of why it won Game of the Year. I mean, it's very early on for Fallout, and like I said, I still love it. But I mean, CD Projekt Red has a very deep, interconnected fan base between the developer, and I cannot say the same thing about Bethesda.
Nope.
And I love game companies that are like with the fans. They talk to the fans. They're on Reddit with the fans and all that. But it's like you'll never see Todd Howard doing anything like that. And I love Bethesda. I love Fallout, but it's just one of those things. It's like it's not going to happen.
No.
And it doesn't happen, and it doesn't bother me. But I mean, it's an added perk when a game developer is willing to get down with the fans and talk to them and see what their problems and their ideas are for the game.
But like, even you just take the new Star Wars game, with Battlefront
3,
3, whatever it is.
which I don't think
But-
won a single award last night, even though it sponsored half of it.
The thing is, though, is like they sold like a $50 DLC pack with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so what? You basically going to pay $110 for
Yeah,
a
I think
complete
they
game.
had that. They had like $180 version of the game at the end of it, and it was like, that's insane. I mean,
Like
That
I was
is
at the
crazy.
store
I'm-
and they were selling Syndicate, like Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the complete version, not just the game of the year, nothing, the complete version for $90. I'm like, so what? You can't just buy the complete game for anymore?
Yeah, like
Like,
I'm fine.
The $60
paying-
price point has been there for a long time, and it's this crap that they've thrown at these seasons passes and things because they think that the stuff that needed to be in the game to begin with, we should pay extra for.
Yeah, I don't mind DLC if it's something adding constructively to the game, but if it's just like, oh, we're going to take a chunk of the game that could have perfectly finally been in the game, and we're just going to take that out and then sell it to you down the road. And that's why I like Fallout DLC. And I don't know what Fallout 4 DLC is. For all I know, they could have done this, and there could be huge outrage. People are probably watching this down the road like, wow, that guy was so wrong. But they take it and they're
Chris
like,
is a jerk.
yeah, they're like, man, look at this guy supporting Bethesda. We burned down their studios and killed Todd Howard. No,
no, dark.
They're burning.
Well, you just got onto a watch list. Congratulations.
I'm already on enough watch lists. But anyways, it's like usually it's like they make a whole new area and a whole new like storyline for 3 or 4 hours of gameplay. And that's the same thing with Skyrim. They added stuff.
Skyrim DLC was pretty
the
great.
Skyrim DLC was great, and
I didn't even play all of the second one. Sorry, not the
was?
second one, the third one, I should say.
Which
I
was
don't really count Hearthstone,
Oh,
although it was
that
really
kept
cool.
crashing the game for me. I think it was kind of a way to test the whole Fallout world building thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's the first thing I thought when they were showing it at E3.
They're like, I
this
wonder
is what
if this will
Hearthstone
be popular.
was.
Let's find out.
Yeah, it was a good way to test it. $5
The one
DLC.
thing I'm worried about with
$5,
Fallout, though, is when they were announcing it, they said it was the biggest game that they've done yet. The problem is that you can actually walk from one end of it to the other in a shorter period of time than you could in Skyrim.
I think they meant big as in like big within content in the game, which I will admit I've played 60 hours through that. That's almost twice anything I put into Skyrim.
I can't say that. I put 100 and some odd
60
hours
hours?
into Skyrim.
Yeah, so.
I put hundreds of hours in Skyrim.
Well, I'm saying one playthrough of Skyrim.
one playthrough.
Like
Yeah,
I
I
have
played, like, 9 different
Skyrim's my
characters.
most played game with like 160 hours. I've played several times through Skyrim. I can say there's more in Fallout than there is. Just more stuff to do.
I'm just worried that some of it's been pulled out in order to make the DLC.
That might have been true. I'm hoping it isn't, because I mean, if they do decide to go that route, I am going to be fairly disappointed.
Because my understanding is if you just go for the main storyline, it's not that long a game.
Yeah, and I mean, I had that problem where I did feather it out a lot. Like I do a quest, then I do 5 or 6 side missions, then I go back and do a story quest. Because that's the Bethesda way. I mean, any game you can do the same thing in Skyrim, you can do the same thing in New Vegas.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 was terrible. The storyline was only like 4 hours. If you want to do it, if you went God mode and just went straight through, it was like 4 hours. So it's kind of like I haven't played a Bethesda game in a long time where the story mode's just been so long and drawn out and amazing.
Okay, my only issue, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here because of this. I'm playing as a woman, so this is my child that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yet I'm getting sidetracked by the Minutemen and everything.
That was something I had a slight problem with. Like in Fallout 3, the whole story is finding your father, and that I can understand getting a little sidetracked for. But if you're a parent, like I'm not a parent, so I can't say anything.
You tear down the world to find your child.
They say, I mean, that's the big thing they say about adrenaline is like a mother will rip a car up off the ground to get to her child. It's like in Fallout 4, it's like I need to find my son. Ooh, look, a thing. I'm gonna go over here and kill.
It's like she's a freaking ferret and gets distracted by every shiny thing on the way. It's like, oh, sweet George.
Yeah, the Lone Wanderer has a terrible case of ADHD. Is what I've learned from playing 60 hours of Fallout. And
I've been focusing now on just doing the single player, like just the main storyline.
I enjoyed the main storyline. It's not like the most amazing main storyline. I think it's catching a lot more flack than it deserves. I think it was very cool. I think it could have been fleshed out a lot more. Going through it, there's a lot. There's a couple. I want to go back through and do a different run through for a different side because there are multiple sides. I'm not going to get into spoilers or anything. But there's a lot of points going through it. Like, well, you really probably could have fleshed this out a little bit more. This part could have been longer, or I mean, it was just kind of like. But yeah, I still enjoyed the storyline, but it could have been better.
Hey, Armor, how's Dwarves versus Zombies going?
Yeah, how's that going?
I'm just on. I'm on. I almost said Codex. I'm on Brewcraft.
Codex Kid sucks.
I'm on Brewcraft talking to a Puffy.
Oh man,
I'm
so what does he
making
think
birthday
of the storyline? No.
A birthday present.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know if I should be spoiling.
Oh yeah, I think
It's somebody's birthday, and
it's-
he's making them a present.
yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm happy.
It's Knox's
For like
birthday.
the 5th week in a row.
apparently.
Yeah, it's Noxious birthday. Happy birthday, Nox. If you've watched this. But this is like the 6th week in a row we've talked in depth about Fallout. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, I was vaguely ignoring because spoilers.
Yeah, so you know that part where goats take over the world.
In Gut Simulator.
Yeah, Goat Simulator is having a new DLC coming out soon.
Oh, are they? I
Yeah,
didn't
they are.
even
They
know
announced
that.
it. Game Awards. It's such a. I
That's
wish they'd give it a better
amazing.
name. I feel so weird to say just Game Awards. Um, oh, oh my! The group video died.
The Video Game Awards.
The video. I think it's just the Video Game Awards. The Video Awards. I don't know.
Yeah.
Group
Yeah.
video's gone for some reason. I don't know
Rivet?
why.
I'm here.
Rivet's here,
Rivet's
yeah, but group
did
video
I
won't
die?
let me bring it back.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Ripping
gee,
pepperonis.
thanks, Skype. We love you. I'm just gonna take it down for now since we're so close to the end.
Skype's the best.
Um,
Oh, Metal got back to me.
oh great, yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
it's
next week,
it's
Metal.
the super secret DLC.
That's
They came out
awesome.
with a cool trailer, and I don't know anything else about it. But yeah, Goat Simulator is a great game. Everybody should play it.
Super great.
That
I'm gonna play it
game
again.
has
You've got me itching to play it. Since you
the
mentioned
best
buying it.
story out of any game I've ever played, hands down.
Goat Simulator.
I've never been so invested in a character.
It's
I've never
gorgeous.
seen a tongue do more in any game ever.
Someone's gonna hear that and be like, "Oh man, I really gotta get Goat Simulator," and they're gonna message me like 3 weeks from now and be like, "Geez, guy, so that
What
game had a good
the
story."
hell? Yeah.
It's just slightly better than I Am Bread for storyline.
It's got such a good story. I'd say it's better than Witcher 3. That's gonna annoy somebody.
At least on Armor's channel, it is because
yeah.
that's freaking
It was
hilarious.
great.
Goat of the year, guys.
Goat
Oh,
of the
God.
year. That game is great. If you've not played Goat Simulator, you should. I don't know how I went so long without playing it.
Yeah, get with the times.
It was so great. What else? There's a lot of stuff that happened. There's a lot of anti-Konami stuff. Psychonauts 2 was announced, but it's a crowdfunded game. They're looking for $3.3 million.
Oh, jeez.
I think the last crowdfunded game they did turned out to be not that great. But everyone's going to pour their money into this one because why would they screw something up twice, right? If you like a game dev-
Psychonauts was pretty good, though. No?
Yeah, Psychonauts was good, but I was saying that I think their last game came out with a lot of flack.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I have Psychonauts somewhere. I got it
Yeah.
off.
I got a long
Something.
time
I just
ago.
picked it up on the sale for 99 cents, and I bought a copy for my son. I bought a copy for a friend.
It's a great
one of
game.
my favorite games.
It's one of those games that everyone should go through and play.
It's brilliant.
So
Brilliant
yeah,
game.
play Psychonauts 2. Just crowdfund it. Don't. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, maybe hold off on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I'm not. I was ready. We're close to time. I had this whole long speech prepared for my thoughts and opinions on crowdfunding, but we're not gonna make that today, fortunately. But let's see how much they've made already. It's 3.3 million. They're shooting for. Oh my God, they're already 1.4 million.
Really?
Yeah, then they just launched it last night. So
But you know what, though?
Better be good.
Like, that is a game that a lot of people loved. So
it's a game that a lot of people love, and a lot of people are going to be disappointed if it's not good. So yeah,
is Tim Schafer still attached to it, though?
I think he is.
Because, I mean, he's got a pretty good, decent
he
track
is.
record when it comes to games. So
Oh, but yeah, so it's a good game. Everybody should do something. Usually I'm like, everybody should go play it, but I don't know. Telltale's making a Batman game.
Woo! I saw
Oh.
that today too. Actually,
God.
it's interesting.
Should be good.
I enjoyed The Walking Dead. I just got
Yeah.
the second one, so
Love-
I'm stoked to play that.
Love The Walking Dead. And
I
The
haven't
Wolf
played
Among
the Game
Us.
of Thrones one.
The Wolf, yeah, from what I hear, that one's pretty good, and The Wolf Among Us was a pretty good one. So,
Oh, I shit about that when it was on sale too. Dang it.
and Minecraft Story Mode existed, so
Yeah.
every game
everybody
company has
played
to
it.
have that game. So hopefully Batman will be good. There's a lot of
I think Telltale just had to get something that was definitely for kids.
I think Microsoft just wrote them a check and said, "Hey, make us a game."
Well, yeah, it was like a two birds with one stone.
yeah.
Kind of thing.
So, final thing in our video game news roundup: Rock Band is going to be on Oculus Rift.
Interesting.
I tweeted about it last night, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this looking at it. It's like, I can't. Playing Rock Band is kind of weird as it is, but like playing Rock Band in the middle of an empty room, just like bobbing your head with this thing strapped to it.
Like, why do
Have
you
you-
need that at all?
I think virtual reality is a really, really cool thing, and I really want it to take off. I don't think Rock Band's the right game to do it with. I think
I'd
it's just
rather
gonna be
pay.
goofy.
I'd rather play like Roller Coaster Tycoon with an Oculus Rift than I
Oh
would
man,
play.
have you seen that gif of like the old Russian dude doing it? He's like in a mall. He's just standing there. And a guy walks up behind him as he's about to go down the roller coaster. And he just pushes him, and the guy just freaks out and hits the floor.
It's so real.
Yeah, virtual reality is one of those things I really hope takes off, but it kind of got to do it right.
It's gonna suck for YouTube. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah,
What not Rock Band?
yeah. I don't know about Rock Band, but
Yeah, I enjoyed the Rock Band.
Yeah, I
games.
like-
I've not played the new versions of that or Guitar Hero yet.
yeah, I think Rock Band was really cool and all that. I just don't know. I mean, it's a weird thing to say. I don't know if it's right for virtual reality because it kind of already is. I just think it's silly.
You know what though? It might be kind of fun to be like more in the crowd, like to be on stage and you can turn your head and see everybody else that's
I think maybe
like playing.
maybe if it had better graphics, because the graphics still do look like it came out of 2006. I feel like that might be one of the issues I have. I don't know.
What, unlike Fallout 4? Oh, I had to do
uh,
that. Sorry, I had to be that
Yeah,
jerk just because.
but
there's
I
an
feel like something
sake.
like that should have better graphics, especially because it's such a huge brand. I don't know. That's just me. I'm weird. But anyways, now we're done with our weekly media news wrap-up thing. We're at time
Yay!
for this week. We made it to an hour with only 3 people and only one technical issue that just resolved itself because I just pulled
I'm
my
okay with
camera
that.
back up. But I'm gonna close that anyway. So yeah, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. I think by now we're the regulars. Everyone knows where to find us. Go wish Kit a happy bachelor party.
Yeah, and tell me sucks.
And wish Notch a happy birthday. And think about Psychonauts 2 and play Fallout 4.
And Just Cause 3, get it.
And
Have
Just
fun.
Cause 3, get that. And
A lot
that's
of
it.
fun.
Bye.
Later, everybody.
Peace.